Lower it a little. Like that. Do 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 do. Hello, hello, hello. Well, it seems to be working, which means I get to go. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Collection! Yes, in the last episode, we had continued on with episode 5, Turnabout for the Ages. But it turns out that all was not what it seems, because... what's his name? Sean has wandered off somewhere. No one knows where, but it turns out that he was recording his lines for some reason. He just has that and then he disappears. With no change in it whatsoever apart from him. We also have the blue truck for some reason. And yeah. So that all kind of happened, and then we're about to talk to these two. I don't want to. Miss Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my number one cop reporter. Seems my unique brand of shutterbug and call her eye, so she came to me to learn a trade. She may be a scribbler, but not a snapper. But the both of us are hungry for scoop soup 24/7. Besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Miss Hart's pictures were what drew Miss Lloyd to her. But it is no surprise that this particular chief attracted an apprentice with such unique tastes. Sure, she didn't score no big stories just yet, but she's hungry, boy, is she? Hungrier than me, even. She wants a Tyrannosaurus exclusive, Biden, and Coyote wants a chicken. She's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads. She has? Maybe she knows something about the kidnapping. I think we should ask her, don't you, Mr. Redruth? Agreed. We need all the help we can to find Sean. Oh yeah, I forgot he was kidnapped. We don't actually know by who. And I can think of one piece of evidence that might encourage her to tell us what we need to know. So, now the story of the underground auction is in the bag, what's next? Come on, as if you even need to ask. Tyrannosaurus, that's what. They done dropped him right in my dead lap. Snuck up and stuck in upstairs to cover the auction. And then he shows up right on the doorstep and stomps all big footprints everywhere for good measure. And do you have a particular news outlet in mind for this big scoop? Does the bad do its business, in the words? I got me 2 or 3 in mind. They'll be all over this like a rash. Heck, there's even one right here in the big building. Tabby and me, we're in and out of there all the time. I mean, mostly on account of how fond they seem to be of throwing us out on our ears, but still. It sounds as if they're both more out than in. But hey-ho. Okay, Miss Tabby Lloyd. Tabloid.
Well, I'm my good friend Ruffles. Good to see y'all again.
And you, Miss Lloyd. But how come you're here, if you don't mind me asking? Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made me against you is of course entirely groundless, but the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. Now, police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
Well, they kinda dropped the whole case out of nowhere. Pat me up and ship me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying you keep up the good work now. Well, it did seem kind of keen to get me never ever to mention the whole thing ever again, though.
Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. And they can't afford to have you getting in the way of that.
Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tommy not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape.
Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it, but I completely agree.
Wrote up the whole dang thing, of course, every last detail plus a few of my own. Handed it to the paper, helps all high and all, but nothing. Not a peep.
Was somebody putting pressure on them, or the details you added a little too gratuitous, perhaps? Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. What are you doing here in the big building? Are you reporting on something?
Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met. You want to report to scratch your back, you gotta scratch yours first to get the meaning.
You mean you want me to give you something you can use for an article?
Bingo! And meant to be good. Because if it ain't, this conversation's over.
We do need to know about what might have happened to Sean. Perhaps I could show her a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return. Fine. Let's see what I can do for you.
Prosecutor delves into his pocket. Consider a common information you rails. Sorry, you're gonna have to help me out here, Ruffles.
Never mind. She knows nothing about that.
She snuck into Lion's den without even the thought of her own safety. Yep, Chief is a real champion in truth, alright. Ain't that so, Mr. Edgeworth?
Can I say no comment? Perhaps we should reserve judgment on that until we know a little bit more.
Nah, I'm more of a judge now, think later kind of guy, you know? Anything else to tell our readers?
Only that I'd like you to consider being a little more impartial in your reporting.
Nah, I'm more of a kid to your audience, they love you more kind of gal. My audience is probably good, old Chief.
I wish you'd at least try to take things seriously. No. Okay, no. Still no. Oh my god. Surely it can't be the Rosie Ringer thing. No. No. Miss Lloyd, this picture.
Say no more, Ruffles. I didn't know what you were gonna ask.
Huh? You do?
You're looking for him, right? The kid?
What?
You just can't get out of the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the body's slow. Miss Mazat, you're a troublemaker. Pretty much sums you up, right?
Is my reputation really so sordid? Really? My reputation is that sordid? Well, shit, it's the first I'm hearing of this. Why didn't you tell me, Dick? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how we could hear each other's thoughts, but I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, sir, but well, you kind of knew that, sir. No! Does the other one know about this? Yeah, he kind of says it about you as well. He does? Even though his hair is just really spiky, and his assistant was kidnapped about 2 times and put on trial like 4. Okay. And they say my reputation is sordid. Maya!
I know you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping too. Crazy, huh? Huh? How do you know about that? Shh, pick that, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on down low, okay? I need a cat I want out of the pocket just yet.
Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gabriel hasn't told anybody except us.
I bet you just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's secret.
She's as double as ever, it seems.
Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't sharing nothing with you with a thundercloud of face. So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I ain't done so already. Well, kid being bundled off by two shitty counties in black suits.
Why?
Hello? Okay, there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, okay, there we go.
What? Do you know where they went? Nope, no, got a clue. He was kind of far away when I spotted him. Lost sight pretty quick. Damn. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now.
Yes, 2 men in black. Oh, my foot's itching. No.
I don't think so, but... Please tell me why.
The reason I said I didn't think it was the case, the only reason I went with it is because in both situations there were 2 men dressed in black. However, in the one it said they didn't have a kid with them. Sure wasn't. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. Miss Lloyd saw 2 men taking Sean away from the taxi driver.
Why do they need to hide?